2Fort. It's a strange land littered with players, some normal, some not. Everyone's got a quirk, but some patterns always remain the same. After hours of investigating, I've managed to pin down a few noteworthy players and playstyles. Things that just keep showing up. This is Common Sight. A strange behavior that can be found on 2Fort is that of friendlies. Despite the Badlands being a place of murder and violence, certain players opt for a different approach. Instead of facing their enemies with guns, they decide to face them with love and compassion, with the desire to laugh and make friends along the way. Easy to detect with their cutesy and soft cosmetics, and their frequent crouching, these signs of friendliness can often encourage other players, sometimes even whole servers, to join in on their pacifist way of life. They give out sandwiches to all who ask, build sentry guns without ammo so that they may join in on the fun as well, taunt, killbind, chat, and have a good time. Some friendlies, however, have a more passive-aggressive approach to this. If killed, they can enter a blind rage, screaming in their chat boxes and hunting down those who hurt them. They believe that if someone kills friendlies, they are a heartless husk of a human who deserves to burn for their sins. Trihards are a common case found amongst the inhabitants of 2Fort. These players have a strange need to kill absolutely everything they see, including friendlies. When called out for the killing of pacifist players, their only excuse is, "I am playing the game the way it was intended to be played. If you want to be friendly, go play on a community server." These players are actually pretty good at the game and can very often be spotted at the top of the leaderboard. Normally there isn't any issue with having a Trihard on the server, but when all the inhabitants are being friendly and the Trihard refuses to cooperate, it can cause some issues and serious bloodshed. Have you ever feared death? Many have. Seeing your health bar slowly going into the red, as fear and panic floods your body. You can see it in the back of your mind, that respawn screen, that dreaded timer, as you wait for your turn once more. And then there's this guy!
Wait, where was the... What? What? What the hell is this? Is that a hack? I can't even tell. I can't tell if this is legit, but he just headshot someone. This doesn't seem like a hack that could actually work.
Hackers can be found everywhere across TF2, but 2Fort is a special case. With arguably the highest number of cases out of any map, it has become a standard of 2Fort to encounter hackers on a daily basis. There are three common types of hacks: aimbots, chatbots, and kickbots, as I call them. Aimbots give the hacker 100% accuracy, making it impossible to miss their shots, sometimes even giving them the ability to see through walls. Chatbots constantly delete the chat. Some delete it on a timer, and others delete it once a keyword is put in chat, such as hacker or vote kick. And finally, kickbots. Kickbots kick players for different reasons. Sometimes people get kicked if they join the server, other times if they call the hacker out. Hackers run rampant, most often playing either sniper or heavy. Luckily, people aren't stupid and are capable of easily detecting hacker behavior. A vote kick is usually placed within 5 minutes of a hacker joining. However, the hackers have a few ways to get around this issue. Some hackers will join in a party of friends, with the main goal of denying vote kicks against them. As a party of 6, they, more often than not, are capable of outvoting the rest of the team. Some hackers, in the instance of being called out or whilst in a vote ban, will leave the server instantly to escape any consequences that may have followed if they stayed. This most commonly is used by chatbot hackers. They take a random person's username and sometimes even profile picture to try to trick the rest of the team into kicking the wrong person.
Don't worry, I got the right one.
Engineer as a class can be very dependent on his buildings, but is capable of standing on his own 2 feet without the assistance of any dispenser. These engineers, however, have adopted a more stationary approach, with the primary directive of protect the intelligence. These engineers build their sentries with the pure purpose of protecting the intelligence, and build their dispensers with the sole purpose to heal the engineers and give them metal. These engineers can either be alone or could be found in large numbers, located in either the intelligence room or the upstairs. Other, more experienced engineers, however, can opt for a more aggressive approach. Instead of trying to keep their enemies away from their intelligence, these engineers will instead try their hardest to prevent the enemy from leaving their base. Most commonly by building sentries, dispensers, and teleporters right in front of the enemy's base. If they succeed in keeping the enemy in their base, some go to the next level and build sentries right in front of their spawns. This does not happen often, however. Here we see the common free-to-play sniper in his natural habitat. Watch as he attempts to get a headshot. Free-to-play snipers. What a creature. These players have most likely just installed TF2 and just so happened to find themselves on the 2-fort server. Easy to spot with their lack of cosmetics and no spatial awareness, these creatures play sniper and camp the battlements. And that's it. That's all they do. They stay on the battlements and try to shoot any enemies that may be trying to cross the bridge. Any semi-skilled player can deal with these snipers with no issue. This leaves the free-play snipers with 2 options: to improve or to give up. The Scorch Shot as a weapon was just designed to piss people off. Deals knockback, can hit twice, can hit even if the pyro misses. The one upside to fighting against it is that it's a secondary, so it's only used in certain scenarios. Right? Wrong. Some players will insist on using it every opportunity they can. Snipers on battlements, enemies across the map, enemies literally right in front of them. No one likes fighting against this thing, and that's why everyone uses it. To win a match of 2 forts, one team must capture the other team's intelligence 3 times. However, a popular rule found on 2 fort, much like Hightower, is the rule of no capping. Many players respect this rule, others question it, and some do not care about it at all and will make capturing the intelligence their prime directive for the whole match. Now we could talk about the super good pub stomper that dominates the enemy and steals the intel, but instead, we'll be talking about the capping scout.
The enemy has dropped our intelligence.
These scouts will run at the intelligence over and over and over again, throwing their bodies at it, expecting a different outcome than death. They do not care if they die. They are determined to capture the intelligence. They will respawn and do it all over again. Some of these scouts are clearly brand new to the game and don't yet know about the rule, and others are skunks that just want to ruin everyone's day. Demoman, a black Scottish Cyclops, and a demolitionist. He favors his grenade launcher and sticky launcher to deal massive explosive damage. He excels at setting up traps, holding choke points, and dealing with sentries. But some players decide it'd be better to play a more mobile, offensive, memeier playstyle. And that's where the flying demo comes in. Equipped with the sticky jumper, the pan, and or loose cannon, these demos take to the sky and fly across the battlements to harass anyone that might be on them, most commonly being snipers. This strategy, despite sounding rather dumb, can actually be extremely effective, and some flying demos can even top score an entire server. One critical hit from the pan can one-shot 7 of the 9 classes, and a loose cannon can easily be spammed. These creatures are most commonly found in herds. They are also extremely contagious and can spread to other players. A simple rectangular box, right? Wrong. In truth, this is a spy. A very special kind of spy. A spy that has decided to dedicate his time in the match to hiding in a box and moving across the map. These creatures are extremely passive and mean no harm. To pleasure themselves, they may do 3 potential things. The Boxshot Spy will sit in a corner, most commonly near the enemy spawn, and will call every player they see cross them a spy. Why? Because it's funny. Another thing Boxshot Spies may do is observe snipers. Snipers are the Boxshot Spies' favorite class to watch, mainly because most snipers never leave the battlements and the spies can stand alongside them, saying "good shot" every time they get a kill. They try to capture the intelligence as a box. The Spy Crab. A distant cousin to the Hoovie and close friend of the Boxshot Spy, these creatures have the fascinating ability to bend and contort their elbows backwards in ways many would call unnatural. These creatures are an endangered species, often hunted by Trihards Their lack of defense mechanism and low mobility make them an easy target. They also have a plushie. Much like the flying demo, Market Gardener soldiers, more commonly known as Trollagers, opt to ditch their high damage explosive weapon in exchange for a bouncy rocket launcher, a shovel, and a firm pair of boots. Unlike the flying demo, however, Trollagers can actually be an extremely rare sight amongst 2 Forts compared to other maps, only appearing once in a blue moon to hit people with shovels. Trollagers do appear more often, however, once the surfer is friendly, as it gives them an opportune time to practice rocket jumping without the fear of getting shot at. The Eyelander, a spirit-possessed sword with the ability to enhance the speed and health of the user at the simple cost of a few decapitated heads. A sturdy shield fastened to the user's left arm, giving him the ability to run at incredible speeds and slaughter those it may impose contact upon. And either a peg leg or some weird shoes. All of this combined to make one unstoppable force of destruction. A Demonite is a force to be reckoned with. If used in the right hands, it can plow through hordes of players and decimate anyone who dares face it alone. A Demonite, however, has 2 weaknesses: knockback and numbers. Demonites use swords, not guns. They are limited by range. If an opponent can find a way to keep the Demonite away from him, it's an easy kill. Demonites also can only attack at a certain speed. They can be overwhelmed by numbers and easily taken down. If these criteria are not met, however, you best pray he doesn't come for you.